Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my everyday makeup routine because so many of you keep asking. My everyday makeup routine is very simple because I really don't wear a lot of makeup. So I'm sure some of you will find it a little bit dull, but I thought I'd do it anyway. So you have to excuse my scruffy hair because I am going to the gym after this, so I just like to get it up and out of the way. I've just washed my face this morning. And at the minute I am using a new product. As a lot of you know, in 4 months I will be 30 and I am starting to worry about fine lines and wrinkles because, as they say, prevention is better than a cure. So I'm starting to use some anti-aging skincare products. The reason I've chosen to use this one is because it hasn't got any fragrance. Because I do suffer with eczema, I'm really super sensitive to anything that's got perfume in it. And a lot of the anti-aging skincare products all smell really nice, but really make me break out and also irritate my skin and bring up my eczema. So the one I'm using at the minute is called Hylamide, and this is what it looks like. It comes in this little packaging and it's got a little perforated edge to open it. So this is a serum, and as I said, it's completely fragrance free and I have had no issues with it at all. And what I really like about this is it's like a water. It's not like an oily serum. It is literally like water and it just soaks into the skin and really hydrates it. So on the front it tells you what it does. Surface hydration, below the surface hydration. It tackles fine lines, wrinkles, dynamic lines, sagginess and textural irregularities. This is a sub-Q anti-age advanced serum. It says on the back that you apply this AM and PM to target 12 signs of aging all in one go. When you undo the lid, it comes with a little dropper which makes applying the product really simple and not messy, and it's really hygienic. So it says that you should be able to see the difference within 2 weeks. I'm going to put in the before and after photos so you can see, because I've only been using it for 5 days and here I'm very porous and here I'm quite dehydrated. Even though I'm very oily, you can still see in my skin texture that when I lift it like this that it's dehydrated. But in the pictures after 5 days with me with no makeup on, zoom in closer, you can see that it looks completely different. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to get an anti-aging skin product that is very hydrating. I'm quite impressed with it. So as you can see with the before and after, my pores look less visible. My skin texture itself is a lot smoother, and this is only 5 days in, so you can imagine what it's going to look like long term. So this helps promote comfortable skin within just 2 weeks, but I'm noticing already when I get out of the shower or I've washed my face in the morning, my skin doesn't feel like it's stretching like it used to, where I'd want to just slap the cream on just to hydrate it. You can see in the before and after pictures how much it already looks different. This claims to offer short term, which it definitely does, and long term hydration. I'm going to put the serum on now and then I'm going to wait a few minutes and then I'm going to move on and do my everyday makeup routine. And I just use about 4 drops. And as you can see, it's really fluidy. It's just like water. And I just press that onto my skin. And then I just gently swoop it over. So say it's got no fragrance. It does smell of something, it's not fragrance. It's not unpleasant, it's nice. And I just leave that to soak in for a few minutes. Hylamide is exclusively available in Boots in the UK or from hylamide.com, and I'll put a link in the description bar. If it's a hot day, then I'll put on my Helio Care Back to 30 sun cream. But on a regular basis, I'll just use my Cover FX Matte Fine Primer because this is SPF 30 in it. I put a small amount on and just work that over my face. That'll give me a nice mattifying base to work with for my makeup. Now, I don't really wear a foundation as such. I do use Bare Minerals, but I don't use it on a daily basis. If my skin's quite clear, then I don't wear anything. It wouldn't be worth doing a video if I didn't show you on the days that I do wear a little bit of makeup what it is. So I'm going to go with my Bare Minerals because it's the only one that I would use if I was going out on a night out or somewhere like to a wedding and I want a bit more coverage. I'd most likely use Airbrush because, again, it doesn't make me break out. And I mostly use the medium one, and I like to use the matte finish. If my skin's a little bit darker, then I'll throw in a little bit of warmth, Bare Minerals as well, but I'll add that to my foundation. That way I don't have to have 2 foundation pots. I can add a little bit of the warmth in and just make a custom colour. The reason I'm talking you through today's tutorial is because it won't take very long, so I thought if I talk through it, then it might last a little bit longer. Normally if I'm doing a tutorial, I don't know what I'm going to do, so it's easier for me just to get on with it and then voice over it and explain what I'm doing after. So I've got this little brush. I don't like to use these brushes by Bare Minerals because they're a little bit on the scratchy side. I like to use this one because it's nice and soft, it's not scratchy on my skin. It's dense enough not to swallow a load of the product into the brush itself. Now with Bare Minerals, they do tell you just to swirl, knock off the excess and do that over your entire face. But that's not going to give you any coverage at all. I find you have to use a lot more than they tell you to in order to get the coverage that you want. It doesn't mean because you're using more that you're doing it wrong. It's just about what you like. I always mix it into the lid, swirl, tap off a little bit of the excess. That will do just one section. We'll start at the top of the forehead. You can start wherever you want on your face, but this is where I always start. So once I've done one bit, I'll put it back in the pot again and then go in again. You definitely have to use a lot more than what they tell you on the back of the sets of these. If you're looking for a flawless base, you won't get that with Bare Minerals, but I don't like that look. I want something that's natural. I want to be able to see my skin and just feel like it's a little bit more even. Don't forget, if you've got blemishes, you can go in and conceal them after. I just find that I use this because it gives me a little bit more colour to my skin, makes it a little bit more even. I'm used to not wearing foundation anyway, so for me to use some of the products that I use in the tutorials on a daily basis just isn't me. But I like to show you guys because everyone likes a bit of variety and everyone has different taste. Don't forget to take it down your neck, also over your ears if your hair's up like mine is. Once I've got my Bare Minerals on, I like to go in with my Cover FX bronzer, which is this one. You've seen me use this in a lot of tutorials as well. And then I do use this Bare Minerals brush, the smaller one, because it's not as scratchy. And I just use a little bit of that around my hairline. My body's a lot darker than my face, so I can afford to put a little bit of colour in and not worry about it being too dark. But I like to do it where the sun would hit. It's a bit of sun-kissed glow. Back in with your brush, blend it all in. If I can be bothered, I'll use a little bit of blush. The one I'm using at the minute is the Milani one, and this one is Luminoso. For brows, I always do the same. I do have a link to a tutorial on how to do my brows, but I just use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I only do the minimal amount just to fill in the gaps. That's all I do. For eyes, I just keep it really simple. Sometimes I just put a little bit of mascara on. If I'm going somewhere shopping, I might put a little bit of eyeliner on. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cover It Waterproof eyeliner in black. And I just like to run that in between my lashes. And this just darkens the root of your lashes, just making them look a little bit fuller. For eyeliner, I'm just using this for ease. It's the NYX Super Skinny Marker. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer half of my eyelid. On the inner half of the lid, I just press it right into the lash line and then just make it a tiny bit thicker as it comes out. Now I just create the tiniest little wing. And that's it. I like to curl my lashes with my Shonagh eyelash curlers. I like to lift my lid up slightly, put my lashes in, lift it up, and then clamp down. That way I don't catch the skin, but I can also get right to the root of the lashes, and then I just give it a few pumps and you get a nice amount of lift. So my go-to mascara still at the moment is my J Manual, the Everything Mascara. It's great if you like a lot of mascara on in just a couple of coats. And that's it. My boring, everyday makeup tutorial. You still awake? So I keep it fresh, I keep it pretty simple. I match my skin to my body, but without too much makeup on my face. You can still see my skin, you can still see the texture. If I had a few red blemishes or I'd had a breakout because it was that time of the month, then I would go in with some concealer and conceal. What I'm trying to achieve is a young and fresh appearance to my face. I don't want to be caked in makeup and make myself look older than I am. We all have lines here. It is the socket of our eye. We can't get rid of it and we do not want to enhance it. Mine aren't too deep. I'm not worried about them at all. If I was to put concealer there, then it would make the skin more textured, which will make me look older in the flesh. And I don't want that. So young, fresh, natural makeup is what I'm all about. All the products I've used, again, will be linked in the description bar. Let me know your thoughts. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I know it won't be for everybody because I know some of you love to see a lot more makeup. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you've missed my previous tutorials, you can click on these now and it'll take you to those. I also have Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and you are welcome to go over and check those out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!